Namaste everyone, and thank you so much for joining me here in today's class. So today we are practicing slow yoga flow. So it's for one of those days when you're feeling less energetic. So we are focusing on going really slow, but we'll also focus on deep stretches. This class will make you feel more relaxed, but at the same time more energized, and it will also help you awaken those tight joints in the body. All you need is 2 yoga blocks, but you're fine without the blocks as well. So let's get started. Today we'll start from the back of the mat. Keep the feet hip-width apart and then fold all the way down. So option to grab your opposite elbows. If you feel too much tightness in the hamstrings, then you can micro bend the knees like this and release the upper body completely. Feel a nice stretch in the hamstrings. Do whatever feels good. Maybe stay here and hold in center or gently rock from side to side. Only if that feels good. So it's also important to listen to the body. Take a moment to connect with the stretch, with the body. Take control over your breath so that your breath can guide you throughout the practice. Do what feels good. And now slowly release the hands down as you come back to center. An option to rest your hands or fingertips on the blocks to get more height, or you can bend the knees and rest the fingertips down. Now start walking the knees to stretch the hamstring. Release the stretch. Release the head and upper body completely. You can close your eyes and just feel the release. And then slowly lower the heels down. Then you will bend the knees a little more, and very slowly you will unroll yourself as you slowly come back up in standing. So take your time to really slowly unrolling your spine vertebrae by vertebrae as you slowly come back up in a standing position. So now as we are on the mat, on the back of the mat, open your arms by the sides, keeping the feet hip-width apart. Roll the shoulders down and back, releasing the hands by the sides. Take a moment so you can close your eyes. Feel the grounding, feel the support beneath you. And now from here, palms facing out to the sides. As you inhale, raise your arms up, lengthening the spine by reaching up with the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Again, bend the knees if you need. Relax the head. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, bend the knees very slowly and roll yourself. As you come up, open your arms by the sides. Keeping the hands open, inhale, raise your hands. Lift up, lengthening the spine, and exhale, fold. Hands can be on the blocks. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, bend the knees, come up. Take your time. Open your arms by the sides, palms facing out. Inhale, come up. Raise your hands, find more length from the sides of the body. And exhale this time, releasing the hands by the sides. Now from here, you'll stay there wherever you are. As you inhale, keeping the feet hip-width apart, raise your arms up. This time you will interlace the fingers and stretch your arms up. Lengthening the spine, breathe. And as you exhale, hands to the right side of the mat, opening the left side of the body. Keeping the chin away from the chest, open the chest. Left shoulder up. Now inhale, center, reach up. Exhale, other side. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, center, exhale to the right. Inhale, center, exhale to the left. Bumping the hips to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, change. Shift the weight back to the heels. Inhale, center, exhale. Now inhale, center, stretch up. Exhale, release the hands by the side. Stay there on the mat. 1 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back to fold. Bend the knees if you need. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, walk the hands forward, moving straight in downward dog. Now as we are in downward dog, this is the first downward dog Start to pedal out the knees. Hips lifted up. Relax the head down. Release the stretch. And now both heels down. Both knees down. As you inhale, open the chest. Look up. Exhale, round and contract the back. Let's do 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, round the back. 1 more. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale. Inhale back to neutral spine. Now from here, extend the right leg back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, push back. Inhale forward and 2. Stretch the right hamstring. Forward and 3. Forward and 4. 1 more. Forward and 5. Push back with the heel. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back and release. Let's switch the side. Left leg back. Inhale forward and exhale. 1. Forward and 2. Forward and 3. Forward and 4. Last one. Forward and 5. Push back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back and release. Back to tabletop. And now from here, again, as you inhale, extend the right leg back. Tuck the left toes, okay? So you are up on the toes. Now inhale center, exhale, slide the right leg out to the right side, staying up on the toes. If you can, then try to bring your right leg a little more forward. Now exhale, slide it back. Let's do 4 more times. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward and back. Inhale forward and exhale back. 1 more. Forward and back. Now open to the side. This time bring your right knee and your right foot in one line. Then drop the right heel completely down. Stay up on the palms. Inhale, shift forward, and as you exhale, drop the hips back on the left heel. Keep the right leg and right hip open. Stay here or walk more forward with the hands as you drop the head down on the mat. If the head is not touching, then you can rest your head on a block. So it's a version of child's pose with your one leg open, extended and open to the side. Breathing into the right hip. Releasing the chest, shoulders, upper back. Also feeling the stretch in the left toes. And now as you inhale slowly, lift the head, walk the hands back, come back up in a tabletop, slowly slide the right leg back and release back to tabletop. Okay, now we'll switch the sides. So you can stay there. Now extending the left leg back. So left toes down. Inhale center, exhale, slide it open. 1 and back. Inhale, open and back. Open and back. 2 more. Open to the side and back. 1 more. Open and back. Now open with your left foot in line with the right knee. Okay? So either stay up on the toes or your left foot completely down. Now tuck your right toes under. Inhale, shift forward and exhale, drop the hips back. So hips on your right heel. Inhale, extend the hands forward, stay there or rest your head all the way down if you can, or on a block. Feel the opening in the left hip as your left leg is extended and open to the side. Relax and release. If this is too much for you, then you can slide it slightly back. So you can adjust this wherever it feels good and comfortable. Release the shoulders, your chest, your head completely. Also stretching the right toes. Now again, if this is too much for the toes, then you can also release the toes back and sit back on the heel. So you can modify this. wherever it feels good and comfortable. And slowly lift the head, walk the hands back, slowly come back up, then slide the left leg back and slowly release back to tabletop. From here, tuck the toes under, lift the hips back up, downward dog. Start to walk the knees again, and then both heels down. Inhale, right leg up, exhale, right leg forward. So you're stepping your right leg outside your right palm. Then left knee down, left toes back. Maybe slide your left knee a little more back. If this is too much for you, then you can also place your hands on the blocks or stay up on the fingertips. Feel the opening in the right hip. So option to stay up here or on the block, or if this is comfortable for you and if you're flexible enough, you can lower your forearms down. Now feel a nice and gentle opening in the right hip. Relax the head. Actively or energetically push the right knee out only if you can to open the right hip and breathe into the right hip. Reconnect yourself back with long and deep breaths. Let's take one more deep breath here. And slowly come back up on your palms and very slowly release the right leg back. So back into tabletop, knees hip width apart, move the hip side to side to release. And coming back to center, let's switch the side. So tuck the toes, lift the hips. Now lift the left leg up and step forward outside your left palm. Right knee down, right toes back. Now again option to stay up on the palms or on the blocks or lower your forearms down. Maybe slide the right knee a little more back, right toes back. So hold wherever it feels good and comfortable to you. Then release the body, release the chest, shoulders. Close your eyes to feel the stretch, energetically pushing the left knee out to open the left hip. Breathe into the stretch. One more deep breath. And slowly come back up on the palms. And very slowly step back to a tabletop. Then move the hip side to side. And from here, lower the hips all the way down. Now we'll go for a wide-legged forward fold. So for that, go wider with the legs, so opening them as much as you can. Point the toes up, activation through your both legs, external rotation. So actively rotate your thighs out, both hands inside. Now as you inhale, open the chest, center. As you exhale, see if you can walk forward. So option to stay here if this is already enough for you, or you can maybe hands on the blocks, maybe your forearms down on the blocks. So wherever it feels good, hold it there. Actively rotate your toes out, breathing into the stretch. Avoid the rounding of the spine, so try to keep the spine straight. Breathe. One more breath. And slowly come back up. Remove the blocks if you're using the blocks. Then you can take your hands and bring your legs together. So still wider. Placing both palms behind the hips. Move the knees side to side to release the hips. Keep your spine lengthened, chest open. Just release the hips. Then moving both knees to the left side Try to maintain a 90-degree angle with your knees, flex your both feet, turn your body completely to the left side, sitting more on the left hip. Then inhale, lengthen the spine and exhale, forward bend. So if this is enough for you, stay here. Maybe stay here in center, or if you can, then bend forward. Over to the left leg. Maybe again lower your forearms down or on the blocks. Whatever feels good, breathe into the left hip. This is an easier version of pigeon pose. It also focuses deeply to open the hips. So it will also take you deeper into the left hip. So the more deeper you will fold yourself into the pose, you will feel a deep stretch. So hold wherever it feels good. And slowly come back up. Both hands again back. Lift the knees up and let's switch the side. So knees to the right, flex your feet, sitting more on the right hip. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. So flex the foot to protect the knee, so the pressure is not going on the knee. Again, hands on the blocks or on the forearms. Breathing into the right hip. Slow down the breath. Connecting with deep breaths again. And slowly come back up. Releasing the hands back behind the hips. Slowly lift the knees back up and bring the knees together this time. So now your knees are together. You can stay up on the palms behind the hips or lower the forearms down. So again, you can adjust wherever it feels good. Now bringing the heels more back, close to the hips. Move the knees to the right without touching them on the floor. Come back to center and switch the side. Keep the chest lifted and keep moving. Right to left. So you're not dropping the chest as you're moving from side to side. Feel the release from the spine. And slowly coming back to center. From here, go wider with the feet. And this time you can lower yourself all the way down. So now feet are mat width apart, hands open by the sides. Again, move the knees side to side to release the back and the hips. Let go of any tension from the hips, from the low back. And slowly coming back to center, hug the knees into the chest. We option to bring the head closer to the knees. Squeeze everything in. And exhale, release the feet down, extend the legs forward, extend your hands up over the head as you stretch your arms, stretch your legs, stretch your entire body. Breathe deeply, point the toes forward, create more length in the spine and your entire body. And as you exhale, release yourself in Shavasana. So, go wider with the legs, allow your toes to fall out on its own, palms facing up. Fingers gently curled up, and move your neck side to side, and then you can release your neck in the center. Fingers gently curled up, eyes closed, and feel the release. Feel that the energy is moving without any obstacles. Observe how comfortable and open you're feeling after the practice. That you're feeling more relaxed, more calm, and more energized. Continue your meditation by focusing on the breaths. So you can rest here for next 5 to 10 minutes or as long as you need. Thank you very much for practicing with me, and I hope you are feeling more calm, relaxed, and centered. I'll see you in the next class. Namaste and have a beautiful day.